It's a 15-9 score. The Sundogs leading the California Quakes. The men getting back on the track, and talking about men on the track, there's one off the track. Big Mark D'Amato is challenging Sean Atkinson to a fight. What the heck is he doing here? The New York Enforcers are not skating tonight. He's not in uniform, obviously, just there to aggravate somebody. Well, we're ready for action. Let's send it back down now to Ken Resnick and Lee Hawk Rearman.
And in the words of our James Ponty, it's the Oklahoma Land Rush start as we begin the fourth and barring regulation final period. Breaking out right off. This is Tom Smith and Eric Slopey, a pair of 13s out. Tom Smith out of Syracuse, New York. Slopey out of DeLand, Florida. Tom Smith with the early advantage, 15-9, the Florida Sundogs.
And remember, the loss to Sam Martin has really affected these Sundogs. We talk about fatigue. We talk about the need for speed late in the game. They missed Sam Martin.
And down goes Tom Smith now. Eric Slopey battling it out with David Gleddy. Slopey catching up to the pack very quickly, and now Gleddy sends Slopey into the pack. And now it is Mark, this is Rick Murray down as Gleddy takes care of him. And again into the railing is Tom Smith, courtesy of Eric Slopey. Gleddy doing a phenomenal job of blocking right now for the Florida Sundogs. Oh, and Sean Atkinson finally drops down. David Gleddy, and the jam is cut off by Eric Slopey, but one California Quake point as they pull within 5 as we see Mark D'Amato.
Well, here you see some of the physical play as we start to get here late in the game. There goes down number 13, Tom Smith for the Sundogs. But did you see the big pounding that David Gator Boy Gleddy took at the hand of Sean Atkinson? Great job by Sean Atkinson.
Denise Loden yelling out encouragement to her Sundogs, and right now they lead it by 5. You see the California Quake strategy, try to keep the Sundogs contained, and they're able to break free Rick Murray. But here comes Posse Chalene high on the track. Posse Chalene with that hockey-style skating, almost looks like he's riding a horse, perhaps taking a page out of Eric Slopey's White Pony. Now, Murray sends Chalene a little bit high. Posse catches up very, very quickly. 15-10 Sundogs, and now Posse Chalene out over the rail, courtesy of number 15, Rick Murray. 30 seconds left, he closes in. This looks like it is Captain America, Bill Barker, along with David Gleddy back, trying to block out Murray, and a great job they're doing right now. Barker drops Murray. Murray doesn't know where he is, spins all around. Now he gets up. Barker absolutely hammered him with a big elbow. Posse Chalene trying to get by, it looks like. Murray, now Murray concentrating on keeping Chalene bottled up. Rusty Montgomery sends Posse into the railing again, and this jam goes by the board with no scoring. It is still 15-10, and the Sundogs trying to keep this one low scoring. Danny?
All right, it's still very strange to see Mark D'Amato sitting here in the crowd. Who do you think is going to win this game, Mark?
I don't really care who wins. But Atkinson has been my arch enemy for years now, and I'm waiting for one more chance to get it.
I'm a little surprised, Hawk. This is 2-3 times Danny's gone in to talk to Mark D'Amato. Obviously, Kim Washington must not be around.
Well, I was just going to say, he's spending an awful lot of time in the stands, and he claims that he's scared of Mark D'Amato. I don't know what those guys are doing. I think they're secretly buddies, Killer Ken Resnick.
Oh, we will find out. It's Jonathan Russell. In fact, I'll give you that assignment. You need to check into the relationship between Danny Wolf and Mark D'Amato.
That's okay.
Jonathan Russell, number 11 for the Sundogs, goes down at the hands of Anthony Santiago out of Orlando. And here comes Santiago, trailing by 5. The California Quakes needs the points. And now dropping back. Again, it's Captain America, Bill Barker. What a great addition he has been. The Sundogs playing on this tremendous blocking. Santiago kind of does the old leapfrog, goes over Bill Barker and is able to pick up 1 point to make it 15-11. But I'll tell you what, the Sundogs taking a page right out of the enforcer mentality. Keep it low, keep it physical. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Sean Atkinson of California Quakes. Let me introduce you to the Surfer Dude, Mark James. Oh, Daddy. Hey, I tell you what, you take this one.
You're probably expecting Eric Slopey, but tonight, my turn.
11. So are the Quakes together enough to mount a comeback in this game? Hard to say. Sean Atkinson will certainly try and lead his team to the promised land here, but at the moment, the Sundogs are getting the better of them. 15-11 is the score. The Sundogs up by 4. Let's see what happens in the last couple of minutes. Sending it back down now, trackside to Ken and Hawk.
And here comes the big guy out of Helsinki, Finland, Pasi Shalin.
Well, I talked earlier about the absence of Sam Martin. Pasi Shalin is a young man who really has to step up here late in the game, Ken.
And Pasi Shalin has stepped up now. Take a look. Everybody gets all tangled up high on the railing. And now you've got Shalin and Gallagher looking like they're going to go at it now. Shalin and Rusty Montgomery. But 4 points for the Florida Sundogs. A great jam by Pasi Shalin.
And here you see the big, I don't even know what that's called. It looks similar to the wall-off by the Sisters of Suffering. I don't know if we can call that for the Florida Sundogs, but a great job as Suzanne Shalin looks off as her husband just scored 4 needed points.
And the enforcement, the Quakes likewise scored 4. So it's 19-15. The Sundogs still clinging to that 4-point lead. Eric Slope breaks out, taking after Tom Smith. A pair of 13s out on the track, jamming, and we'll see who's lucky 13 and who ends up as unlucky 13 as they duel it around under 40 seconds left. Down goes Tom Smith. A great opportunity for Eric Slope. Quakes need to pick up some points. They're down by 4 in this one. Bill Barker with a big elbow to Slope. And now you see Sean Atkinson and Rusty Montgomery totally wipe out the Sundogs as Eric Slope is able to pick up 3 points as you see Atkinson celebrate.
Well, Sean Atkinson ought to be very proud of himself. You saw Bill Barker here with little or no clothing left. And Sean Atkinson, it wasn't a Superman, it wasn't a skyscraper. It was just powerful and ugly. Takes down Bill Barker. Number 13, Eric Slope, scores some points. Great job, great teamwork with the California Quakes.
You see Santiago and Sean Atkinson as Mark D'Amato looks on. We've got a 1-point game, 19-18. Remember, in the 4th and final period, the jams go the full 60 seconds. The game clock means nothing. And right now, breaking out, 2 of the California Quakes who trail this one by 1. It's Mark Gallagher and Tony Santiago breaking out. Brian Gallagher, rather, and Tony Santiago being pursued by Jonathan Russell, who's done just a phenomenal job. But Santiago sets down Russell. What an opportunity for the Quakes right now. Bill Barker back, David Glennie back, trying to block him out. They trail by 1 as we come in. Oh, the Superman from Sean Atkinson. And both Santiago and Gallagher go by. They each pick up 2 points, 4 big points for the California Quakes as the Quakes win this one, 22-19. A phenomenal job by Sean Atkinson.
And the last 2 jams were all Sean Atkinson, but he's not done yet. You see Sean Marshall, pick number 14, mixing it up with Sean Atkinson. Unbelievable job by Sean Atkinson. Really came to play here, Ken. We've talked about his leadership all week.
Let's go.
He came through when his team needed him the last 2 jams. Green Canal water time. Sean Atkinson gets it done.
And you can see the frustration on the part of the Florida Sundogs. They are just beside themselves. But the California Quakes have won this one by a score of 22-19. A great, great job. The Sundogs looking. They can't believe it. Debbie Rice, Bill Barker. There's the California Quakes. There's the Quake Shake by the Bot Squad.
And at least for 1 more week, Ken, we got the Quake Shake going on.
And once again, now finally the California Quakes have righted the ship as Captain America absolutely disgusted.
Well, how about that dance? The Bot Squad, I don't know if they have a serious bone in their bodies, if they ever have a serious thought, maybe on a bad hair day. That might be about it. But why not? They're celebrating, they're happy, and the Quakes celebrate a tremendous victory over the Florida Sundogs, 22-19. And when you talk about clutch players, what about Sean Atkinson in the last couple of jams in the game, helping his team pull out this game against the Sundogs? They were trailing most of the way, you know. As a matter of fact, they really had to come from behind at the very end of the game, but Atkinson and his teammates able to do it. The Sundogs lose it. The Quakes win it 22-19. Very happy that you were with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the game. Now for Ken Resnick, Lee Hawk Rearman, and Broadway Danny Wolf, I'm Rory Marcus. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next week.